All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Air Science. Happy Thursday. Looks like we're home today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started on the first lab of the next units. The next unit is energy. So if we can point outside here, sun's coming up. Now that we've done sun, earth, moon, how is it that this interaction between the sun and the earth work? How does the energy from the sun hit our planet, and what are the effects of it? And some of it, like, it feels obvious, right? It's like, well, if you're out in the sun, it gets warm. There's a lot to it, though, when we got to go down into the nitty-gritty of it to really figure out how it works. So your first lab, and I'm sorry I'm doing this on a cell phone, Screencastify is being glitchy this morning, so I'm going to go kind of old school here and just point you at the screen. Your first lab looks like this. I set it up to be much simpler than it usually is. Usually this is like a major project we do over the course of a week. All I want you to do today, since we're on our first COVID day, and there's a separate video for it, is this first page, sand versus water. So again, going back to energy, when the sand hits, when the sun comes out, consider when you're at the beach. When the sun comes out, how does the sand heat differently than the water heats? In the same amount of sun, right? It's one sun. It's uniformly hitting your local area. But the sand and the water, an equal area of sand and water, don't heat up the same. Otherwise, when you had hot feet on the beach, you wouldn't go running into the water to cool them off, right? So there's going to be 3 of these labs in the grand scheme of things. I'm going to tape shiny can and black can if Screencastify starts working. Part 3, here's all the fun stuff we'll be doing. I brought it all home in case this happened, and it did happen. But again, today, since it's going to be an off day, I think if you just focus on page 1 there, I suppose it's not actually page 1. Page 1 is going to be information that I have you fill out when we do the 3rd section. If you just focus on section 1, sand versus water, you'll be good. Now I know this looks intimidating right here, if it's even showing up on my camera. But don't worry, you're not going to be doing all of that. If it was a normal year, you would, but I just did one for every 5 minutes. And then down here in the graph, and I show you how to do it, you'll do a spot for every 5 minutes. Those questions really are quite simple. So if you get that, I think that's going to be a good enough start to say, like, okay, we kind of get what we're doing. I'll upload the videos for part 2 and 3 today, and we'll make that tomorrow's job. Depending on whether we're home or not, we'll still end up trying to push that tomorrow. Okay? Shoot an email if you have any questions. Hope it's going okay. So long. Happy Thursday.